Phoolan Devi entered the world on August 10, 1963, in the village in Jalan district, Uttar Pradesh, India. Her family faced financial struggles, belonging to the Malasip caste, traditionally engaged in fishing, and situated at the lower rungs of the Hindu caste hierarchy in India. Life in their household involved making dung cakes for fuel, a common practice in the region. Phoolan's family grew sunflowers and pearl millet to make money. Their struggles with money were part of their everyday life, but Phoolan showed great strength and cleverness in dealing with these challenges. It's like a story of how she faced tough times and kept going strong. Phoolan Devi's mom was named Mula, and her dad was Devidin. Devidin had a brother named Bihirlal, who, along with his son Maiyadin, took land from Phoolan Devi's dad by bribing the village leader to change the land records. This forced Phoolan's family to live in a small house on the outskirts of the village. The uncle and his son kept bothering the family, stealing their crops, and trying to make them leave the village. At just 10 years old, Phoolan Devi decided to stand up against this injustice. Alongside her older sister Rukmini, she sat on the disputed land and ate the chickpeas growing there, claiming that the crop belonged to her family. Maiyadin told her to leave, and when she refused, he beat her until she passed out. The village leader then ordered her parents to be beaten too. After all that happened, Phoolan Devi's parents thought it was time to find her a husband. They picked a guy named Puttilal, who sweetened the deal by giving Phoolan's parents 100 Indian rupees, a cow, and a bicycle that's like $400 or $4.80 in 2023. Now, here's where the plot takes a turn. Phoolan shared with her storyteller, Malasen, that they had a plan. She was supposed to live with Puttilal after 3 years. But hold on, Puttilal wasn't patient enough for that. He appeared within just 3 months and took her away. Imagine the surprise twist in this love story. Puttilal, the man Phoolan married, was much older than her, 3 times her age. She didn't like his romantic gestures, and on top of that, she got sick. When her parents came to help, a doctor said she had measles. Imagine dealing with a not-so-great marriage and getting sick at the same time. After being raped by her husband for several years, she somehow managed to escape from her abusive husband. But wait, there's a surprising twist in this love story. Back in those times, if a wife left her husband, it was a huge scandal. Seizing the opportunity to exploit Phoolan Devi's parents' fears of shame, Maiyadin, remember him, struck a deal. He promised to ensure Puttilal took her back if her folks put their signatures on a paper. But here's the catch: the family couldn't read, and they were warned that sneaky Maiyadin added a clause giving him legal rights to their land. Clever move by Phoolan's parents, though they refused to sign. Talk about outsmarting the situation. So, what's the next chapter? Phoolan Devi was sent to live with a far-off family member in the village of Teoga. There, she met her cousin Kailash, who had recently gotten married and did tasks for a group known as dacoits, also called bogus locally. They got close and even had a secret relationship. But here's where it gets spicy. Kailash's wife found out and told Phoolan Devi to go back to her own village. Imagine the drama in this family tale. But, wait for it, Kailash's wife found out and ordered Phoolan Devi to head back to her own village. Talk about a love story with all the drama. Back in Gorha, things took a wild turn for Phoolan Devi. The village leader's second son got a major crush on her, but when she didn't feel the same way, he straight up attacked her. Ouch, that meant Phoolan had to pack her bags and leave the village again. Guess who showed up on the scene? Yet, our guy Maiyadin pressured Phoolan's family to beg Puttilal to take her back, and he reluctantly did. But hold on, there's more drama. While Phoolan was away, Puttilal got himself another wife who wasn't exactly friendly to Phoolan. After a few years, Puttilal dropped Phoolan off beside the Yamuna River, and she had to make her way back to her parents' house. Now, here's where things get intense. In 1979, Maiyadin wreaked havoc on her family's crops and started chopping down a neem tree on their land. Phoolan, not one to back down, threw stones at him, and in the process, wounded his face. Guess what happened next? The local police arrested Phoolan because Maiyadin accused her of robbing him. She spent a month in detention, and when asked if something horrible went down at the police station, Phoolan Devi didn't hold back. She told The Atlantic, "They had plenty of fun at my expense and beat the hell out of me too." It's a tough part of her story, showing the harsh reality she faced. Mala Sen, who was digging into Phoolan's life, pointed out that survivors of assault often find it tough to talk about what happened. She also noted that during the mid-1970s, Indian feminist groups documented many cases of women being attacked and killed by men. The director of the Women's Feature Service added a chilling note, saying that, "Quite often rape is used as a method of control and punishment to keep women in their place. It's a harsh reality." And Phoolan Devi's story sheds light on the struggles women faced during those times.